Hey guys, this is episode 6 of my Pokemon Emerald Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge where I'm only allowed to use 3 types, that being Grass, Ground and Dark. We've just beaten Norman and we've made our way back up to Mauville before we can surf across to whatever route that is. My knowledge of the games, well, don't get me wrong, I know what I'm doing in the games, I just don't know all the route names and route numbers. But after getting sent a task by Watson from the third gym, we go back to Petalburg City just to pick up our next encounter, Corfish, even though we can't use it until it evolves at level 30 into a Crawdaunt because it is not a dark type until it reaches its second evolution, or its final evolution should I say. But luckily we catch it and we name her Hammer. That's Hama, Hammer. And once she becomes a Crawdaunt, she could be a pretty decent addition to the team, provided we don't lose her to any stupid mistakes, which I am prone to due to my Nuzlocke experience being pretty abysmal, to be honest. Next we go up past Full Arbor Town and we pick up a Barboach, which is going to be a ground type encounter, and it's an encounter we haven't picked up from that route, so therefore we can add it to the squad. Got a nice nest ball and it refuses to get caught straight away, so hopefully we can catch it eventually. Fling a couple more, one more nest ball. Can we catch it? 3 shakes. Yes, we can. So there's another encounter added to the collection, which once it becomes a Whiscash, is another phenomenal encounter to be using on this run, as Whiscash is quite bulky, but it's also got that water ground type, so it only has one weakness, that being a 4 times weakness to grass, which is pretty avoidable in Emerald considering how much water there is. There's not really that many grass types encounters. Then on the way to Four Tree City, we pick up our next encounter, being the Tropius. Probably not going to use Tropius considering we have so many grass types that are better, though it would be nice to have a flying type in our squad. But you never know, we could lose a few encounters, especially on the long run from Tree City to Moss Deep City from between the 6th and 7th gym, which you'll obviously see in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed the Nuzlocke so far. Well, the people who have watched the Nuzlocke so far, I've really enjoyed making it. It's been a good little challenge. Fortunately, we've only had 2 deaths, one of them which was completely avoidable, losing Mighty Enna so early into the second rival fight just before the 3rd gym battle. And I was really, really gutted about that because we lost our only Intimidator in the run. Wait, does Sharpedo get Intimidate? If Sharpedo gets Intimidate and we can catch one, then hopefully we do get a second Intimidator, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't get Intimidate until a later generation, or if I might even be completely wrong and it doesn't get Intimidate at all. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. We catch the Tropius and we nickname it Appa, and then we move on to what do we do? Oh, well, first we pick up this Hyper Potion and we go up and see what's in this house, and there's a guy who has way too many seagulls or wingulls, which are basically just flying rats, aren't they? But we move on for Route 119, there we go now, and then we've got a couple of Team Aqua mutants blocking our road across the bridge, so therefore we're going to have to go into the Weather Institute and defeat all of them who stand in there. We've got a team of Jet. We've got Hammer with the experience here just to get our experience up. Try get it evolved into a Crawdaunt, and then we'll go speak to this tiny wee boy and we can find out take a rest. I know we've got a full squad, but may as well get our PP back up to full, and then we can take on the Team Aqua Grunts and see what they've got to say about this. Seems to be a lot more Team Aqua fights than there is Team Magua in this Pokemon Emerald, though to be fair, I think there is more Team Aqua battles in the late game, but I do feel like you predominantly fight Team Aqua, which is annoying because I prefer Team Magua. They're a bit more... Fair enough, I want to get rid of all the water is a bit of a stupid idea, but getting rid of all the land is just as bad. Well, it's probably even worse because can't have, like, you need to have that fine balance. You can't just have all water, or else we'd all have to evolve into mermaids. But how that's gonna happen? No, everyone's just gonna drown. And I'm just rambling. But we managed to knock out the first Team Aqua Grunt with one swift Leaf Blade from Jet, who completely takes out the Carvanha in one hit. And we've got this wee dweeb with his bandana on. Let's see what Pokemon he's got, and we could probably swiftly knock it out with a couple of left hooks to the jaw. You quit meddling. I'm not meddling, I'm just trying to thwart your fucking... oops, there's me swearing. Try to thwart your evil deeds. He's got a Zubat. Probably not going to cause us any problems, though he does have a super effective wing attack that could do Jet some damage, but hopefully we can just hit it with a Rock Tomb and send it to an early grave, which we do. One swift hit, a couple of rocks, taking it down to Chinatown, and then we've got a Poochyena out next, and we could probably just go for a Stab Leaf Blade, and fingers crossed we can take it out in one hit, which we do. Thank God for Poochyena's low base stat total and poor defensive frailties, though I do miss having my own one on the squad, as you can't beat having a good intimidator in your team just to lower your opponent's attack stat. Oh great, we've got a nice wee double battle coming up. Let's switch, let's put the boulder up. Let's get the boulder ready to go, and we'll take on these couple of pellets, and hopefully we can just wipe the floor with them quick and easy and move on to the next one and stop this evil do-gooders takeover of the Weather Institute, and then we can let the meteorologists get back to their usual boring workaday lives of checking clouds and making letting everyone know if it's going to rain or no. But we all know the weathermen in Scotland always get things wrong, as they're going to say it's going to be sunny and then you end up in torrential downpour. Typical, to be honest. Sorry, got distracted there with something coming in the room, usually the dog, well it was the dog, but move on to next couple of Pokemon. We've got another Carvanha to take out, so a swift Leaf Blade should deal with that in one swift move, and then we'll hit the Poochyena with a super effective Rock Smash from the boulder, and fingers crossed that can just end the battle there and then. Carvanha swiftly taken out with a slice from Jet's Samurai Leaf Blade, and the boulder is going to hit this Poochyena with a Mighty Fist to try and smash its rocks, knock its rocks off. Poochyena is going to roar our Numel in, which is, thank God it didn't roar in Hammer, as she's still unable to battle due to her lack of Dark type. Azula is probably just take it out with a takedown, and Boulder will use our Rock Smash if it's needed, but fingers crossed Numel's takedown should be enough to knock it out, and it is. So therefore we've dealt with the double battle and we're able to move on to the next one. What am I gonna say? Azula, get some points. Nice wee experience for Hammer. Just slowly working our way up to level 30 so we can evolve her into Hagrodont and get a nice bulky water type to add to the squad. Then we'll move on. We'll get this wee guy. Hopefully we can just skip right past him. Can we skip right past him? Well, I guess I'm going to sort my team out for a bit. What are we going to do? We're going to switch. Well, we're going to switch Boomy with Jet. Don't know why. It's just a single battle, and oh no, we decided to just go and battle him anyway. We could have just walked straight past him and fought the boss. Let's see how many Pokemon this wee guy's got. He's got 3. Should be able to just take him out swift and easily with a few stab leaf blades to the face. There we go. Bit of slice action. Chop it up and turn it into some chop suey. And that's one down. Another flying bat. Hit it with a swift rock tomb. Crush the life out of it and get rid of COVID-19 with getting rid of the bats. God knows why. Is that how COVID-19 started? I'm pretty sure that was the rumour that COVID started because somebody ate a bat and then the disease just spread for there. Surely no. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Hammer gets to learn a stab move, though knockoff being only 20 power, and Generation 3 is a bit of a rip-off considering how good a move it is in the later generations. I don't know why you would only give one of the very few not dark type moves in this game such a low power outage, but we don't question what the Pokemon Company does. We just love and play their games year in, year out, because no matter how glitchy some of the games can be, they'll always be phenomenal game titles that have captured our hearts. And I mean, I've been playing Pokemon since I'm 29 now, and I've been playing since I think I got my first game was Pokemon Silver when I was like 6, and then I went back and got Pokemon Blue, played that too. So I've had some great times with the Pokemon franchise, and I've played the only games I haven't played are Gen 6 and 7 because they are both exceptional. No, not exceptional. I was too busy with uni and stuff. I just didn't bother picking up a 3DS to play the titles, but no doubt I will eventually pick them up or play them on an emulator or something, so I can continue to do Nuzlocke challenges like this. Not gonna lie, my next Nuzlocke challenge is probably just gonna condense it into one long video like I do see other content creators doing, rather than having one Nuzlocke broken up into, I think I'm gonna do 8 episodes for this, probably 9 actually, because I'll do up to the 8th gym and then I'll do the Elite Four as the final episode probably. So but yeah, I'll probably from now on just condense all my Nuzlockes into one 45-minute video, and hopefully you guys enjoy the more condensed and longer content. I know this Nuzlocke hasn't been doing the greatest so far, but I mean, for all I know, it could be picked up at some point. Like, it could just get a massive following. But I know a lot of people don't watch a lot of the videos till the end. But if folk could start doing that, that'd be great. We could boost our watch hours up, and we can start monetizing the channel and making some money. It'd be very little, but some money off the channel, and therefore I can invest it in to buying more packs to open on longer videos, which will be good for the channel And good for you guys, because you get to watch more Pokemon pack content, which I know everyone loves watching people open Pokemon packs and seeing what hits they can get. It's some rush into it. Or I get some rush off it anyway. So after saving the Weather Institute, we got offered a cast form, which unfortunately we can't take due to its normal type, and none of its forms with the weather change into a type that we can use. Oh no, wait. If I use Sandstorm, it can turn into a ground type, can't it? I mean, it's really not worth it. So then, to be honest, I forgot about this rival fight, which was stupid of me. But luckily, we went and healed at the Weather Institute on the bed, which was fortunate, which is thankful. Glad I could do that. But we're gonna hit it with a Rock Tomb. It's gonna hit us with a very, very nasty wing attack and take us down to low yellow health, and we're just gonna swiftly get out of there before we do any more damage and lose our starter. Last thing I want to be doing is losing my starter to a stupid mistake by thinking we can knock it out with another Rock Tomb, when quite clearly it's going to be a 3-hit KO. And then, so we just switch in the boulder, hits us with a Rock Throw, which does a lot more damage than Rock Tomb, but I suppose it's got a higher base power. And then it's going to hit us with a few wing attacks, but it's barely doing any damage to the boulder. And then we're going to finish it off with a wee quick strength and move on to I think she sends out the Combustion next. Does she send out the Combustion? Come on. Why am I just sitting? Why did I just sit there for ages just watching the experience points? And I must have been doing something. But here we go. The boulder. Jack levels up from experience of fighting Pelipper. May's going to send in Combustion next. We are going to hit it with one Rock Throw. Hopefully we can live a double kick. Should be able to, as long as it doesn't crit. And then we'll hit it with a Rock Throw and then switch out, just to be on the safe side that we don't lose another Pokemon to the rival. That would be a poor show from my side of things if I lose 3 Pokemon to the rival battle in 3 consecutive rival battles. So I'm going to switch into normal. She's going to get hit in the face by double kick. We're going to go for a Magnitude. Hopefully she can live another double kick, and she can. We hit a Magnitude 6. Is it going to be enough to take it out? Oh yes, just. Thank God we didn't get low roll there and get like a Magnitude 4. That would have been disastrous, and probably, well, to be fair, I would have switched out. I mean, I've made silly mistakes before, but luckily we do. And before we even think about taking on Lombre, we're going to switch out again, and let's give Boomy a run out. Hopefully he can do some damage, and we're gonna. So the Lombre tries to fake us out, but it can't hit us because it's a normal type. We can fake out it though, and we'll move on to Nightshade, where we just do some fixed damage of 31. So 1 Nightshade, and hopefully another Nightshade is enough to take it out. I mean, it should be, surely. Nightshade. Yep, just enough to take it out. And that wins us the third or 4th rival fight. I think it's the 4th. Maybe the 3rd. No, it's the 4th, because you fight her before. You fight her after a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm right. Sorry, I'm just rambling again. I know I need to work on my commentary style for these Nuzlocke runs, but I would need some feedback in the comments. So if you've made it to this point in the video, please let me know in the comments what I can do to improve these videos for you guys. I would love to be able to do this and improve the content and help the channel and the quality of the Nuzlocke runs grow, but we can't do that without of course, feedback. I know, don't get me wrong, I will be doing research on my own and speaking to other content creators, which I have been doing so far. There's a Pokemon Nuzlocke content creator called Zap Pokemon Challenges. Make sure you check him out. I'll leave his channel link in the description because he makes some great videos. He's just up and coming on the rise. So after beating May, we've got a few evolutions before this. We take on the 6th gym. So first we get Paku evolving into a Whiscash. So a nice water and ground bulky water type added to the squad. Then after that we finally get Hammer up to level 30 where she can evolve into a Crawdaunt. And before we take on the 6th gym, I will be teaching both Hammer and Paku Ice Beam to take on the flying types, as I went and grinded against a few trainers to pick up some coins and then just bought a few Ice Beam TMs from the game corner. Finally, we have Numo evolving just on the level cap of 33, getting ready to take on the 6th gym, Winona, and her flying types. So we've got a few decent members in the squad now. We've got a fully evolved Camerupt, fully evolved Whiscash, fully evolved Crawdaunt, almost fully evolved, and then she learns Rock Slide just in time for the gym, which is a nice wee rock move, which is going to do us some great justice, which is it's a fantastic move to take. So we're going to get rid of, what do we get rid of? Takedown. Oh, I should have kept. Oh no, wait, I don't really want recoil, to be honest. Aye, and then so we managed to battle our way through the gym trainers, which is good. So we move on to the final gym battle against Winona, and then we will be finishing up the episode after that. So we lead with the boulder, and we're probably going to fling some rocks at this Swablu, turn this cotton wings into a couple of cotton balls and send it to its death. Oh, don't worry, we'll use the cotton balls to wipe up Winona's tears at your funeral. Next comes in the Tropius. I don't really fancy it getting hit by a 4 times super effective grass type attack. So we're going to switch into Azula, who's going to be a neutral to grass types attacks with a fire type. And then we are going to obviously slap it in the face with a flamethrower. Tropius does end up being faster, so it hits us with a solar beam, which does just under half health, and we managed to one-shot it with a quick flamethrower to the face. Not too bad, but that is precisely why I don't want Tropius in my team, really, unless we absolutely have to, losing quite a few of our grass encounters. But we still have Gloom, Breloom, Nuzleaf, Lombre, and Grovyle, our starter, waiting in the wings that we can use in front of Tropius. So we're not short on grass options, to be honest. Next we switch in Boomy against her Pelipper, fearing the water type attack against Camerupt. We hit it with a fake out. We luckily got a crit and that flinches, so obviously, and then did manage to teach Sableye Shockwave, which we picked up from Watson, the 3rd gym leader. So this is obviously 4 times as super effective against Pelipper. It should pretty much take it out in a one shot. I'll be quite there we go. Knocked it out, clean it. And then Boomy levels up to 34. Luckily he was 33 before the gym fight started. Then next comes in our Skarmory, which would usually be a tough battle due to its steel typing, but having got a fire type on our team in Azula, the Camerupt, we can easily just melt it down into a hot puddle of metal. First up, it's going to hit us with our Steel Wing on the switch, doesn't do too much damage, which they're lucky. Next, she hits us with an air release, which a TM will luckily pick up off her after the battle finishes. We managed to hit it with a flamethrower, take it down in one hit, and we are finally on to her ace, Altaria. Now, due to its flying and dragon type, luckily we have two members in the team that know Ice Beam, so therefore we can just hit it with 4 times super effective Ice Beam and win us the battle. We get hit with an aerial ace on the switch. Altaria is faster than Crawdon, hits it with her Dragon Breath, takes us down to yellow health, but we are unlucky and can't take it out. 4 times super effective. I mean, it would be easy. It would have been better if it was stab, but it wasn't. And not wanting to risk the knockout, we're going to switch into Paku, who's slightly bulkier, so hopefully can take her Dragon Breath slightly better. Let's see. Yes, it can. And then we can go for another Ice Beam after another Dragon Breath. And, oh, please don't fill para. Yes! And we hit it with a 4 times super effective Ice Beam. And that wins us the match. Well, I'll just start wrapping things up, but I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, leave a wee comment. Really helps the channel grow a lot, and means we can do more of these Nuzlocke runs in the future, as they are thoroughly enjoyable to do. They're a bit of a challenge. I've never done one properly before, and it really makes you think about every type of battle and what you can do to avoid your Pokemon fainting, as nobody wants to lose a run, especially me after losing a couple of Pokemon early doors just due to some stupid mistakes. So after talking to Winona and sorting things out, we are ready to wrap up the episode, and I would like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next episode soon.